Hey guys, so I'm super excited today to talk to you about the Spectra portable options. So Spectra is one of our major pump manufacturer brands and they're extremely popular for good reason. Their Spectra S9 and S2 are one of our most popular pumps on the market and one of the ones that moms frequently get from insurance with good coverage. So the Spectra brand is known, it's trusted, moms really like the brand. But their portables come with some things to think about. They're not just a miniature version of Spectra's big pumps, which are known for being our heavy duty supply drivers with the ultimate in customization of your cycle speed and your suction. These are not just many versions of it, they're very, very different. And then a popular thing that I hear on social media is that the Spectra S9, which is their single motor portable pump, is the same as their Gold Compact, which is a dual motor portable pump. These are both battery operated, they're portable. But size wise, look at the difference here. This is pretty dramatic. This is not a small size difference. This fits in your pocket. This does not fit in your pocket. This is only slightly smaller than the S1. It's really still, it's still fairly big for a portable. But there are some things to consider because people talk about this and say it's like having two Spectra S9 motors, and this pump has a long reputation of being a decent enough pump. It's not for everybody because it does have some limitations in its cycle speed and its suction settings, but this is not two S9s. It may be the same motor, you may have two of the motors, but the programming is very different. So we're going to start with talking about the Spectra S9. So this is a true portable. It is handheld, it'll fit in your pocket. Where this one may not be the pump for everybody is that the stimulation mode caps out at 64 cycles per minute, and double pumping this tops off at 80 mmHg. So this is going to be good for somebody who likes slower speeds and lower suction, and that's not going to be everybody. I would say that the speeds are just fast enough that for my moms who like lower suction, this may work. For my moms who like lower suction and lower speed, this is one of the ones that I look at for a portable because a lot of portables may have the wrong pairing for them. This is also exceptionally gentle. Spectra is known for its vibration. This has the least vibration of the Spectra pumps. It vibrates, but only ever so slightly. It is not vibration free for sure, but it's also not very heavy vibration. But again, very low on the double suction. You do have a pretty substantial loss in suction between single and double by about 20%. So for a lower suction pump, that is actually pretty sufficient to know about, or it's important to know about, because you may not find that this one gets enough suction. And by the time you get up to enough suction, it tops off at about 230 mmHg double pumping, which is, it's really not that strong. It is stronger than most moms need, but that's going to be double pumping. If you have any inefficiencies in your flangizing and your bra fit, that's going to very quickly end up with this machine not meeting your needs. This one is one that I say to pair with one of just a handful of accessories. We like to use this one with Spectra flanges. We like to use this one with Spectra cups. And then I do actually like this hooked up to the Medela cups or the Medela personal flex fit flanges. Those membranes actually elevate the pressure just ever so slightly. This one does not do super well with heavy silicone flanges, so your Lactec, your pumpables, it's just gonna not be powerful enough to really work those and give you the suction you need. Anything that compromises suction or reduces suction could very quickly get you into a situation where it's just not working for you. So this is also a relatively inexpensive pump. Most moms can access this through insurance for zero upgrade fee. This is definitely on the cheaper end. Let's talk about the Gold Compact because I actually do really like this machine, but it does come with several qualifications. It is more compact, but it's only more compact than the Spectra Synergy Gold. This thing is a behemoth. This is one of our big ones. So yes, this is compact compared to this, but compared to other portable pumps on the market, this is not it. But it does have programming more similar to our portable pumps in that you have a handful of settings. So on this pump, you do have independent control of left and right because it is a dual motor pump. You have no independent control of your cycle speeds. So there's two cycle speeds for this. If you are in stimulation, you're at 94 cycles per minute. I always get that number just slightly off. So 94 cycles per minute, and you've got between 65 and 150 mmHg. That range is going to be sufficient for a lot of people, to have a really good pump session on the go. And this is going to be far easier to carry than a behemoth of a primary pump like our Spectra Synergy Gold or the S1 and S2. Compared to those, this is extremely portable. You will need to put it in a fanny pack. I guess you could kangaroo hold it in a sweatshirt if you have a pocket on the front of your sweatshirt. But even then, it's kind of heavy for a portable. On expression, it drops down to 26 cycles per minute. So you have between 60 and 300 mmHg available on each side, which is amazing for a portable pump. However, at 26 cycles per minute, a lot of moms, that's just too slow. So unlike most portables where you've got somewhat of a range of cycle speeds and settings, you don't have that on this. You either do really well with it or you don't, and there's no in between. My moms that really excel with this are my moms that need mid-range suction and really fast speeds. So for some moms, the 70 cycles per minute on the Spectra S1 doesn't do it. This pump is powerful in that some pumps have programming, Willow Go. When you turn it on, it only runs massage mode for a certain period of time before it automatically kicks you over to expression. If this pump automatically kicked you over to expression, I would say it would be a complete flop for most people. But for a lot of people who are not on the higher suction need, they do just fine with this pump because they can just stay on stimulation mode where you have that really fast cycle speed. So it may allow them to use their pump with cups, to use it with things that reduce the efficiency and kind of compensate with that really fast cycle speed. If you don't need that, if it doesn't work for you though, we have very little we can do, if anything. 26 cycles per minute is just too slow for the average mom. And what's crazy is that their other pumps don't even go that slow. So had they, said we're going to make it 46 cycles per minute, it still would have been on the slower side for a lot of people, but this would be a dynamite pump for a lot more people. Whereas for now, it's just it's a good pump. A lot of people love it. A lot of lactation consultants really love it because it is a little bit more portable. That 94 cycles per minute is incredible for getting a letdown for a lot of people. Has a very limited adjustment period, and it works well enough. And a lot of people can get it with insurance for a small upgrade fee, whereas they may not be able to get the Spectra S1 for the same upgrade fee because it does seem to typically be a little bit more expensive. Why, I don't know, because the Spectra S1 and S2 are actually far less expensive overall if you purchase them cash price than the Compact Gold, but I don't make the rules for DME companies and insurance companies and how they figure this out. It seems like a lot of funny money and taking advantage of moms to me, but I don't make the rules for that. So this is just the reality that I'm seeing, is that a lot of times the Spectra Gold Compact is a little bit cheaper than the S1 or S2. If you have a mom who doesn't need a heavy duty pump, this is definitely going to be more portable. So this is not the same as this. It is not even the same as having two of these. These are just very, very different. Both of them could be really good options for you, but we would definitely want to look and see, if you're using a Spectra S1, S2, or Synergy Gold, then I want to know how you're doing with it. I want to know what's working for you, what's not working for you. I want to try and match those cycle speeds on your primary machine or your heavy duty machine to what you're going to see on the portable and see, how do you feel about the output? Do you feel like that output is sufficient for you? If you have not already used a Spectra and you don't already know if you do well with vibration, that's the other thing. This pump does have slightly more vibration than this one, but neither one of them have as much vibration as the S1 and S2, and they definitely don't have as much vibration as our Synergy Gold. So if you are relying on the vibration on the two heavy duty machines, you're not necessarily going to be able to mimic with this. There's actually another portable on the market called the Pumpables Genie Advanced that has more vibration. So for my moms who are very much in need of that vibration, we actually moved them away from the Spectra brand because the Spectra portables just didn't nail the vibration like their two heavy duty machines did. So that's my thoughts on these. Hopefully it helps you and make your decisions. I do see success with both of these. They have their limitations like a lot of portables do. They're just not going to be for everybody. We don't have a lot of customizability with these. So if the limitations are such that it's going to hurt you, I would say let's look at another brand. If you like the Spectra brand and you think it's going to work well for you and we think the settings will work, definitely check them out because they have been strong performers. I don't see as much motor failure as I do with some other brands, which is really nice. And Spectra does tend to honor their warranties. So all in all, They're readily accessible. It's generally a pretty good performer as long as the limitations aren't going to impact you. And it's definitely something I think you should consider. So if you have any questions about these pumps, please let me know. And then definitely take a peek below and hit subscribe so that you get updated as we have all this information coming out about these pumps. But two, also take a peek below at our listing for live events because we do have live pump chats scheduled so that we can go over a lot of these different pumps and I can answer your questions in real time. So hopefully you'll join us for some of that and happy pumping.